All right, easy peasy little here. Get your saw head off. There's a band of bolts around that. Take it off with your crane. Cap and plug the lines. Rotating saw head has 4 lines. Non-rotating just has 2. That is where your idler is, those 2 bolts, but it's on the inside. The boom has to go all the way that way. So, after you've capped that, come up here, take your 2 or 4 lines off, but lock the hose reels. There's no way to lock these on them. Use a bunch of clamps, vice grips, whatever you want to do. Or you can TIG weld on plugs here and screw them into it. Get them down out of your way. Loosen these 2 bolts to take your tension off the belt drive, and then it will be able to move. Rig it up with your crane. Take your 15/16 bolts off. Well, loosen all of them on both sides. Take your jack nuts, take them completely off, then take your straps once you have rigging on there, and you can take the strain of it. Once you do that, leave your belt attached. Bring the boom down onto the ground. If you have a long enough stick reach and heavy enough crane, you can just do that by moving it. Otherwise, this thing's kind of willy-nilly. I like to move the machine out of the way, which is why you cap the hose reel lines. You turn on, it's always supplying pressure, and shit's gonna piss everywhere. Once you do that and get it down on the ground, the idler at the end is up here. If your belt is not broken in 2, slide this back out that way. That'll expose that idler, and it will expose the clamp point for the belt on the inside of the inner boom. It's on the inside of the inner boom. I probably have some video footage of that, and I'll try to dig it up. When you do that and you have it down on the ground, if the belt's not broken in 2, tape the 2 belts together and fish them back through with each other. Because what they do is both ends of your belt are down here. Both ends are down here. One part is on the outside looping around the drive gear. Let me step up there. So it loops around the drive gear. That is the attachment point on this side. Belt comes around and your V always faces forward. Do not fuck that up. You'll burn the belt off. Always replace the drive gear. Always replace the idler gear every time you do one of these. So whenever you do that and you pull this off and everything, the other end of your belt is on the other side of this, but on the inside. So you'll slide the boom tube out, and that will give you access to both sides. Undo your clamps, tape it together, and just feed it through. The way you don't have to worry about it and deal with it. The biggest moral of the story is don't fucking lose the belt inside. But yeah, then you just reassemble. If you can't do it, I'm available 365 days a year across the entire United States. I can come out and do one. I can even do the fiberglass repair and wax.